Hello, Colts Nation. What's up, No Horsing family? Welcome back to another episode of the No Horsing Around podcast. As always, I am one of two dudes talking Colts. I'm one of your hosts, Stephen Burton. And I was a little jealous. I'm not going to lie. My boy Zach, my co host, got to do an amazing video for you guys in regards to who he felt Chris Ballard would select to be the Colts QB1 in 2022. So I called Zach. We talked over the weekend. I said, man, that looked like so much fun. I think I want to do one. He said, dude, jump in and do it. Let's see what you have to say. And who I'm going to pick might just surprise some of you guys. Before we get into that, though, like, share, subscribe, comment, all those things. We have blown by the 1K mark. Thanks to you guys sharing and subscribing. The comments are always out of this world. We love them. Please keep them coming. Let me hear them on this one. I have a feeling they're going to be very interesting. So, who am I picking to be the Colts quarterback in 2022? A lot of you guys would be surprised because a lot of you guys are going to think, Steven, you have planted that flag. You are a Wentz supporter. It's going to be Carson Wentz, right? Bear in mind, you guys, this is what I think Ballard is going to do, not what Steven's going to do. And I don't think Ballard's going to bring him back at this point. I think the situation has gotten too toxic. I think the ship has come and gone so many times for someone to defend him. And I know JT did. I know Michael Pittman did. I know that Darius Leonard did. I know Reich even talked about how he had to improve for next season. Too little, too late. I think it's just, I don't know how you walk him back in on West 56th Street and seeing what they're going to do. I just don't. So that being said, who do I have? Jimmy Garoppolo. It feels, me and Zach were talking about this, it feels like a Ballard move. It's a stabilizing move. You're going to not have the highs of the highs. His ceiling is not what Carson's ceiling is. But damn, man, his floor is not as low as Carson's either. He has a lower ceiling and a higher floor. He is a stabilizing force. And so as I kind of prepared for this, because a lot of you guys are going to go, Steven, not but 2 weeks ago, you eviscerated Jimmy Garoppolo on this very channel. You discussed how he was not an upgrade. And you know what? I stand by it. He's not. He is a lateral move. Any quarterback outside of a Russell Wilson, Kyler Murray, Aaron Rodgers, those are all upgrades. Everything else is a lateral move in 2022. But what you have to start to compare is what you're getting, an improvement in the correct areas to what you get with Carson. Okay. Does he have a bigger arm? No. Carson has a top five probably arm. But his mental processing is not, I don't want to say all there. That sounds bad. Is not on the same level. Okay. You look at Jimmy G. Jimmy G seems to know where to go with the ball and when to do it. And he likes to get the ball out of his hands quickly. That's the offense he came from. He would be coming from another quarterback whisperer in regards to Kyle Shanahan to a quarterback whisperer, Frank Reich. Let's just review this, you guys. Frank Reich's track record, 2017 Carson Wentz MVP caliber season, his best season as a pro, and what looks to be probably an outlier season. 2018 Andrew Luck comeback player of the year. 2019 Jacoby Brissett short notice, probably the best he could have done. He did a 7-9 season, had a below 3,000 yards, did probably the best he would do. 2020 Phillip Rivers comeback season, had a great season, 11-5, went to the playoffs, pushed the Bills to the brink, and then he retired. Then you have Carson Wentz, and really and truthfully, you guys, coming off of a 16 touchdown, 15 interception, benched, 50 plus sacks, whatever it was, traded, 27 touchdowns, 7 picks, 9-8, did miss the playoffs, but had a nice bounce back season under Reich. So what could he do with a Jimmy G? What could he do? That's the interesting part. I think one of the other things, too, is that people point to Carson's unwillingness to push the ball down the field at the tail end of the season and his yards per attempt. Jimmy G's yards per attempt are shade over 8, which is around where what Frank Wright and Chris Ballard, that's where they want it. They want that. But they also want to be able to dump the ball down. And Carson this year, as much as I love him, showed an unwillingness to do that at times. Showed an unwillingness to take the check down. When your check down options are really good, Jonathan Taylor, Naheem Hines, those are great check down options. Let's say that it's a wide receiver screen. You have Michael Pittman Jr., who runs like a deer after the catch. You have Mo Alley Cox, who no one wants to take down. And you have Paris Campbell, who that's a great role if he can stay healthy. Big if. And then whatever they choose to bring in this offseason. So could Jimmy read the defense and go where the ball is supposed to go? He's proven yes. Carson has proven no. And I love Carson, you guys, but he has proven that he couldn't do those. Okay. So let's talk about some of the other things. Leadership. That's a big thing that's right now that's coming out. Supposedly you have Jeff Darlington saying he just didn't feel the vibe. And I hate that. Didn't feel the vibe. On the sideline during the Jags game, no one was feeling the vibe, Jeff. Nobody. Not the defense, not the special teams, not Carson, not Reich. They were dead on their feet, and that's why they got beat by that team. That's a team loss. And then there's rumors that he's not a great leader. They didn't exactly fall in love with his leadership skills. And then you have ex-teammates who have said, too, that he leads in a different way. Sometimes his beliefs are off-putting, but he does lead, because you do have examples of that, too. And we're not going to get into the whole captaincy and the idea that it was a rigged vote. Get that mess out of here. You want to listen to stuff like that, go to another channel. That's ridiculous. I'm not going to assassinate somebody's character, but leadership was a question. It's proven to be a little bit of a question. Jimmy G, you can't doubt his leadership. He is beloved inside the 49ers locker room. They loved him all year. When he plays, they love him. Kittle has supported him, worn shirts with his dad bought, and all these different things, right? So his leadership skills are great. Competitiveness is off the charts. He learned that from Tom Brady. He's continued to do that. He's extremely competitive. That's something that people have been a knock on Carson a little bit that could be an upgrade. And then in the end, you guys too, Carson has proven, and as I say this, I always say outside one side of my mouth that I love Carson, is I have never met a more divisive and polarizing player on the Colts. I've never seen it. He's so polarizing, and there's so much negative for some reason that comes with him. I've asked, when did it start? When did this narrative that he was a horrible quarterback and leader and all that start? I've been so confused on it the entire time. No one can really say either. Like, he was always bad outside 2017. He wasn't. But he's so polarizing, and that has to wear on people inside that building too. And there's the question of coachability. Is he willing to be coached? No one knows unless you're inside the building. And if you think you know, shut up and sit down, because you're not inside the building, so you don't know what kind of coaching he takes. As far as Jimmy G goes, he seems to take coaching very well. And it would be interesting to see how he looks if he were to come in. And on top of that, he would be probably a very mature. This is where I think it's a Ballard move. Mature, stabilizing voice in the locker room. Stabilize the locker room because there's talent there. And, y'all, he's 30 years old. He could be your Band-Aid, a.k.a. he could turn into your long-term fix. You could bring him in, you could draft a quarterback and groom him because he proved he could handle that with Trey Lance this year. He's a mature guy. It just feels very Ballard-like. And then to top it all off, put a bow on the top, Ballard and John Lynch, they're chummy. They've worked together before. Great working relationship. They know, hey, we can agree to this, nudge, nudge, wink, wink, and no one's going to say anything, a.k.a. DeForest Buckner. No one had any clue that was happening. And also during those trade talks, supposedly Jimmy G's name came up. Who knows what that means? And the guy does win. You know, what is it? I think I looked it up as I was looking for this one. He's 33-14 as a starter. 33-14 when he plays. That's the key, when he plays. It just feels very Ballard-like, you guys. It really, really does. I could see him trading Carson, using those assets, going to get Jimmy G, and then stocking up. I could see it. I could. I could. Do I like it? I don't know. Am I a Colts fan? Yes. Will I support Jimmy G if he's the quarterback? Yeah. Will I buy his jersey? Probably not. I did that with Carson. That's looking regrettable at this point in time. It's an investment. But will I support him? Yeah. So that being said, you guys, remember, please, you guys always like, share, subscribe, comment. Like I said, we blew by the 1K mark. We will definitely be doing some sort of celebration with you guys this week. Probably just like a fun live stream where everyone can kind of come in here and chime in on how they feel about what's going on and just kind of have a great time with it. You know, comment. I want to hear what you guys think. Like I said, yes, I did eviscerate this man 2 weeks ago, but now I'm saying he might be the quarterback. What the heck's going on with Steven? I don't know. But I want to hear from you guys, okay? And in the end, you guys, I always end these things the same way. I love you. I know Zach loves you. I'm out.